ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Yep, we are good to go. Back here at Berolina Chess, we were trying a different chess variant, but that site was down currently, so we're just trying to do it. This is Berolina II, so pawns move diagonal, and they attack either forward, or sideways. So, yeah.
Anyways, back to my story about this essay. Alexander Herman had this friend who's having a schizophrenic delusion while he's at a grand delusion, excuse me. While he's like at his apartment, he's recently been released from like the psychiatric hospital here in Sarajevo, and the kid's going on about how basically how like all the grandmasters eventually step away from chess because they figure out all of the various moves and all of the different combinations because there's a finite number of possibilities, which I don't know that I necessarily agree with. Anyways, but he gets onto the fact that that there is a variant. He was like, yeah, unless the grandmasters all step away, they start playing this game called Boyrum. Now, Boyrum is a word that probably comes from the Turkish occupation at some point. There are some Turkish words that you do see in use, or words with Turkish background, the same way that English has words like cul-de-sac, for example, that have a French background. Boydom basically means like help yourself, serve yourself. And it turns out that Boydom is just anti-chess. And I was like, whoa, would you look at
that? Creator in the chat, we are playing Berolina II chess, so pawns move diagonally and attack either one forward or one sideways.
One forward, one sideways.
I would think, even just like Crazy House 960, or even just Crazy House, I mean, have a lot more have more possibilities than Ante, definitely.
Say that one more time.
So, out of like amount of possibilities,
yes,
Ante chess is pretty much solved. Like a computer
sense.
can beat Ante chess. Like, I wouldn't say it's solved, but like there are a lot of known lines that are completely winning solved. With that's not the case in. Okay, let's think. Like, there's only a few lines in anti-chess that aren't solved. Is a better way to put it. And there's a list of those that I have.
Aha. Ooh, here's another thing I wanted to run by you, Travis. So, the people I play D&D with, two of the people I play D&D with not play, rather they exercise a good deal.
Okay.
Now, we were having a conversation the other night, and here's where it gets tricky. One of my friends was like, there's no proof, no evidence that stretching makes any difference. Now, obviously, I haven't sat down.
Any difference in what?
Right now, so one of my plans in the next couple of days I've just had some various engagements these first 2 days.
What any difference? Any difference in what?
Next couple of days. In terms of recovery and other things of that nature.
Okay.
Now I don't know that. I always figured that stretching was. Like, I've heard that before, but I don't know how much I buy it.
Well, I mean, I guess just semantics with the statement. There is evidence. It's more of just like, yeah, like how much evidence and what evidence of the contrary and what we believe in.
Right.
But well, I mean, I remember reading a lot of stuff like like the lactic acid isn't the true cause or whatever of.
Yeah.
And that like that we really don't know, which I'm. Oh yeah, those pawns. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. That one right there. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I thought about that right after.
Yeah, I mean, like, ideally I would get my queen out of there, you take my knight, but if I put that knight there, it covers your queen. So, I mean, we could trade. Oh, man. Tricky. So it's been good, Travis.
I'm not sneezing today.
Not sneezing today is right.
I don't know. Just an overall good mood, I guess. I haven't really had too many negatives.
It's always a good thing. Yeah, having these Berolina II is real tricky.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting.
I really like that the pawns. This is probably my favorite pawn piece. I mean, it makes it adds a whole new.
Yeah, they're like different pieces, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, like, it makes them feel like, you know how normally when we talk about pieces, pawns aren't considered a piece.
Yeah.
I feel like now when we talk about Berolina II, we have to consider pawns as an actual piece.
Well, they still. I don't know, because I mean, regardless, they still have a lot less movement than all the other pieces.
True. That is a good point.
And then they promote to a piece. And then the only type that does that, but
their ability to.
Yeah, they. But there's other variants that like pawns can be attacked by pieces or something like that. Like I don't know, where it makes them pretty powerful.
what was the variant we played 2 weeks ago where there were like 10 different?
Oh, can I take that back? I thought, well, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't have to, but I saw that right after I moved it. I'll undo it.
Go for it.
Cause this, I need to get this lined up. One sec.
What? Oh, it was Wildebeest Chess.
Yes.
Do you know if in Wildebeest Chess do they have any? Do they have any like pawn fairy pieces that you can swap in?
No.
Because that would be sweet. It'd be sweet if you could swap in like a Berolina II piece.
I mean, that's what I would love for pretty much. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm messing up.
Yeah, I can't believe you missed that.
These pawns are killing me. Well, I mean, I had a worse other move too, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in the long run that probably would have.
But I think, I mean, I'm down 2 rooks now, so.
Yeah. You know what my favorite thing about walnuts is, Travis?
About walnuts?
Yeah, about walnuts.
What?
So we spent maybe 15 or 20 minutes picking them from one tree, and these were all walnuts that had fallen down into the ground. And we collected probably like 4 pounds of walnuts, but none of them are peeled yet. So when you eat them, one of the first things that you do is you break them open with your hand.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Sounds nice. I wanted to go. I don't know. I kind of wanted to go to the pumpkin patch, but I don't really want to.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be fun to get a pumpkin or two for sure. Ooh, I see you. I walked right into his trap.
Trap.
Trap is just the word part backwards. was an appropriate chord for the given situation.
Yes, indeed. Guess I couldn't have that anyway. About to be the death. Maybe. I got those. I think those pawns of mine are the really, but those pawns and knights can't really move right now, or they can't like threaten anything currently. That's all I really have in your territory.
Yeah.
This knight is stuck. I wonder if creator with a number at the end of his name is still here and is mystified by the movement of the pawns.
May or may not be a good or bad move. Either way, definitely a good game. Couldn't take that first. That's, thought about that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, I did not. Once again, I will resign that game because I did not see that bishop. I resigned and started a new game. Dang!
I did not see that bishop, and that's too many mistakes for me in a game to win.
How dare you, Travis? Make so many mistakes. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And also, we played Minro Chess that had the checker pawns, and I would say those are a lot more powerful than.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause yeah, those could attack multiple pieces at once. And that was...
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be sweet. It'd be sweet if
Yeah, or that we just add Berolina
pawns.
Yeah,
if with not groundhog, warthog chess, you could add
wildebeest.
Will of the Beast. If you could add all of those different ones,
well,
all of those different pawn pieces in as well.
Same with just green. I mean, that's
Yeah.
green chess has Berolina, and other.
That's true.
The Jolsi doesn't have Berolina, so it'd be nice if you could just have the option to have Berolina pawns, Berolina 2 pawns on any of the chess variants on here.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I don't know if that'd be possible. I think we're gonna try over the board. Like, there's some we can do it over the board, or like if we're if we're in the same place and we just like. I think we did that when you were here, just like on Lee Chess's board editor.
Yeah.
I want to try like Berolina Horde or Berolina Anti-Chess, stuff like that.
That would be sweet.
But they would have to be over the board. And,
Yeah, Berolina Anti-Chess sounds like it would be crazy.
Definitely. Knightmate Anti-Chess is actually more even, in my opinion. Just having the knight in the king spot and 2 kings in the knight spot makes Anti-Chess better.
Oh, better? That's an awfully big statement, Travis.
Well, a king is a better piece to have in Anti-Chess. That is
true.
It helps you avoid stalemate. Or avoid like having to move one of your pawns up. Not stalemate. Zhu-swing.
Man, I tell you, these pawns are tricky. They're like thorns. You really got to be careful. Tricky, tricky, tricky.
I got good with pawns by playing Horde, and then this is the first time I'm playing with.
I'm sure that carries over pretty easily.
This is the first time playing with Berolina 2 pawns. It helps when, like, yeah, just knowing some good pawn structures, when to promote, or how to promote things better.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry for running a little late for your time. I don't know. I mean,
Hey, no worries.
Mike and I try to use we've used 2 video cameras for a while, and we, for whatever reason, it wasn't working last night, and every time that's happened, we just either restart or turn off OBS and turn it back on. And it wasn't doing it, and then right as Mike left and it OBS was still on and everything, I just tried it again and it worked.
Ah, nice.
Didn't change anything. I mean, all right.
Oh man, can I take that back?
Yeah.
Oh man, so I was meditating earlier today, and
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
What did you say?
Hare Krishna.
No, it wasn't a Krishna-based meditation. Anyways, I was so I'm doing this meditation. When I sit down, I have this thing about meditation where once I start, nothing happens except the meditating until it's over. barring extreme situations. So I get maybe 5 to 10 minutes into this meditation, and then, oh man, I gotta poop. And it was like a, it's like a 35-minute meditation. So I got done and was like, oh, Hare Krishna. Get me out of here.
Feels good. Goodbye, Queen.
Feels good.
What you got, Marvin?
Goodbye, Queen.
Triple fork. Well, actually, quadruple fork, almost.
Quadruple fork indeed.
I think you had to take the rook first. That's what I did last time. I think when I messed up with my with the knight thing in the last game. Because now I can move my rook.
Ooh-wee. For the sake of its expediency.com.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I should have a checkmate here somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be real soon. It's not within the next.
Because I didn't think that pawn would.
I mean, you don't really need to at a certain point. You're so many pieces.
Okay.
Nice. Alrighty.
Good games. We'll come back to this with a brand new variant with the Berolina pawns, hopefully. Thanks. You there?
Yeah, I sure am. Boom.
This has been Berolina Chess. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys next time.
And tomorrow, tune in tomorrow for some anti-English checkers.